it's about North India actually. And another thing, we are going to get greater loss in Rabi period. Rabi season is nothing but from November to April. During this period, if 1 degree Celsius of temperature increases, then it will make nearly 4 to 5 million tons of overall production decrease. If farmers cultivate at the correct time in India during the period of Rabi, then the loss would be decreased up to 1 to 2 million. And due to increase in droughts and floods, the overall production has been having so much of variability. And there are also some considerable effects on pathogens, microbes and insects. Due to increase in temperature, the overall production decreases. Farmers are thinking in order to achieve their target, they are using high quantity of fertilizers and pesticides. Due to this, the climate change increases. So that we need to adapt it. And also increasing sea and river water temperatures are also affecting the fisheries actually. Fisheries in the sense overall fish breeds, fish breeding, etc. And also overall coral reefs, they are saying that within very few years the coral reefs are going to be declined. So all of these observations and impacts, we need to go for adaptation surely. There is no more doubt in that. In this we are following the 3 key factors: the disaster management, resource management and development activities. Whereas in disaster management, climate hazard is a climate related hazards, and if you go for resource management, water, forestry, etc. These are the agriculture adaptations. Indian Council of Agriculture Research, in the year of 2004, they invented a network named as Impacts, Adaptation and Vulnerability of Indian Agriculture to Climate Change. After the 2004, in future, it has been expanded because India is having 28 states, 18 national languages and 7 union territories. So this network centers has been expanded, about 25 actually. Now presently it is 25 centers. Due to this network center, the multidisciplinary expert groups are being involved in planning and monitoring themes and monitoring works also. The climate change had been identified as a priority sector and major sector in providing agricultural funds actually. National Agriculture Innovation Projects providing fund main to this climate change project only. And they invented farmers call center actually. In the sense, Kisan means in our national language it's called as farmers. Whereas they invented call centers in 2004. Whereas if we, in India we need to talk about these adaptation techniques, it should be reachable to all the members. Since we are having so many languages, nearly 18 national languages are there, we invented, that is we introduced a call center. In this, any farmer, any language, any person from India can call to this free toll-free number and they can get idea about this new technology and new adaptation techniques and about climate change, what to do, how to do, when to do. Everything they can get it. This is called as Farmer Inquiry Call Center. This has been running perfectly now. And after this network, they made investments in adaptation research, land use system, reserve conservation, etc. And they made change in policies. They provide incentive systems. Whomever maintaining resource conservation, they went for incentives, providing incentives and credit for transition. And water management. They made investment much on water management. There are some areas which doesn't contain rivers and groundwater level. At that areas, they build small reservoirs and government provided free land and some funds to create small lake and small water storage facility in order to improve the groundwater level. And it has been done actually. And greater insurance coverage. Regarding the insurance coverage, they are given so many free insurance also, so that Now we are adopting organic farming and multi-cropping technologies. So while doing this, poor farmers think that if they got failure, they need to put their money. So government is providing some free insurance schemes so that they can directly go without any fear, they can involve in this. And irrigation techniques. Government is teaching each and everyone to do the irrigation techniques. And this is the photography taken from India. This is the irrigation technology. And breeding of new crops, heat tolerant crops, and low water use crops they are breeding, and low yielding tolerant crops they are cultivating in order to adapt this climate change. Single cropping method also introduced, and we are making the drought proofing. In India, so many places the droughts are been increasing. In order to avoid these droughts, we plan and went with irrigation technologies as well as by mixed croppings. By irrigation technologies, wherever the area which contains water, from there we take via PVC pipeline to 2 or 3 kilometers to the area which doesn't contain water and serving to the farmers. And by irrigation, we done the frost management, and heat stress has been elevated by frequent irrigation techniques. And beyond this all, rainwater harvesting, this is the mandatory scheme brought out by the government in South India, particularly my state, that is I am living in Tamil Nadu, that is south part of India, where there is sometimes the water level decreases. All farmers use the well water actually, well water, bore well waters actually. At that time, South India government introduced each and every house, including apartment, factories, all the things, private sectors, public sectors, government sectors, each and everyone need to do the rainwater harvesting as a mandatory technique. So this is the rainwater technique. See, this is the house and this is the rooftop terrace. From this, a PVC pipe was been connected to a small tank actually. It was been built. Inside this tank, it was been filled with sand, bricks and jellies. And then this was been connected to the well, which was been, from this well the water was been supplied to the farm and to the houses. Here it was been filtered out. Here the letters had been written by government. It's all in Tamil. In Tamil Nadu the language is Tamil, so that it was been interpreted in Tamil. And residue management, we went with organic farming. We are using this residue management inside this organic farming and minimal tillage in order to avoid the land getting unfertilized. And government producing some schemes for rehabilitation of degraded forest and watersheds, and organic farming has been increased. And early warning system, now we are concentrating more on early warning system. For this I am giving an example of tsunami actually. This is the tsunami early warning center. In 2004 we got tsunami. In that tsunami, India is the only country affected more actually. That too particularly South India. In that particularly South India, particularly fisheries, 95% of fisheries totally affected by the tsunami because of this non-presence of tsunami early warning system. After 2004, Indian government installed tsunami early warning center in Hyderabad for 125 crores actually. It was being installed here, 125 crores, tsunami biosystem. See, India has been covered by 3 seas, Indian Sea and Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea. Since it is India as a peninsular country, we have installed 27 biosystem here. See, this is the bottom pressure recorder which has been kept inside the sea above the land, and above the sea the surface bio is been floating. If this bottom pressure recorder senses any earthquakes, any warnings, it will communicate immediately via the acoustic link to the surface bio. Above the surface bio, the antenna was been floating. From this, it was being propagated to satellite. This is satellite. From this satellite, it has been propagated to the tsunami warning center. From this, we are getting the alerts. Before 2 years, as same as Japan, India is also doing the best of their warning center, warning system and alerts. And this is my conclusion. And climate change is reality. There is no more doubt in that. And Indian agriculture may lose these things. By doing the adaptation strategy, we can minimize these impacts. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thank you.